What is going on, people? Welcome back to another video on AJ5, and in today's video guys we have an update on Blur, which keeps on pumping guys. As you guys can see, it's gone through a major increase in value over the last month or so, and it is currently trading at just over 62 cents and has gone up over 20% in the last 24 hours. So we're going to be looking at how high is this crypto likely to pump up this year, and also going into 2024, can it potentially hit the dollar mark anytime soon, or even higher than that over the coming weeks and months and so on. And looking at both buyers and sellers point of view, is now the right time to buy it? Is it too late? Or if you are selling it, looking to sell it at a profit, should you sell it right now and take out your profit, or should you hold on to it before it pumps up even higher? So we are going to cover both buyers and sellers point of view, and also both short-term and long-term investors. But before I get into all of that stuff guys, if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, make sure to go down and smash that subscribe button, as well as like the video, as I am trying to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if you guys can help me hit that target, I will be doing a cryptocurrency giveaway, which you guys can join by simply subscribing to the channel. And for a bonus entry, follow me on Instagram. Link to that will be in the description box down below. So we are currently looking at the candlestick pattern chart with the Fibonacci scale, which I'm going to be using later on in the video to do some technical analysis. But for now, I'm just going to hide this, and I'm going to bring up the usual MACD indicator to do some price prediction, as I'm pretty sure that's what most of you guys are here for. So we are looking at the daily chart, and at the top here we've got the purple line running across the chart, which is the SMA indicator, giving us the average value of Blur, which is here in purple at 40 cents. However, we can see Blur trading at a much higher value here in green at over 62 cents, meaning it's performing very well and much better than expected. So let's zoom in into the 30-minute chart for the short-term traders, and then I'll move on to the hourly, daily and weekly chart for the long-term investors like myself. But before I do that guys, just a little disclaimer. As usual, this is no financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Anything I say is from my own prediction and my take on this crypto, and any gains or losses you guys make, I will not be responsible for. So zooming into the 30-minute chart, we do have the blue and the orange line looking slightly bearish, heading towards the negative direction, meaning minimal drops in value are expected from Blur over the next 12 to 14 hours. So essentially towards the end of the day today, early hours of tomorrow, do expect Blur to be trading at a slightly lower value than where it is at the moment. Potentially just below 60 cents is where I'm expecting it to drop down to by the end of the day today and early hours of tomorrow. However, that does not mean that it's going to stop pumping right now. Of course not. It's likely to pump up above 65 cents over the next couple of hours before it slowly starts to drop back down below 60 cents by the end of the day today and early hours of tomorrow. Now, moving on to the hourly chart, next couple of days, what can we see here? We're looking a little bit more skeptical here. The orange line is clearly looking bullish, heading towards the positive direction. However, the blue line is not. It is looking bearish, heading towards the negative direction. So what we have is two lines going the opposite direction to each other, meaning an overall fluctuation in value is what is expected from Blur over the next 7 to 8 days. So let's say by the end of next week, Blur should be trading around 65 cents, somewhere around that price range is where I'm expecting it to be at. However, this does not mean that it's going to be consistently staying at that value for the next 7-8 days. Of course not. It's likely to drop down to around 55 cents, pump up to 65-70 cents in between, up and down. But the overall outcome by the end of next week seems to be neutral, hovering around 65 cents is what I'm expecting. So yes, do expect it to be quite volatile, green and red candles, but the overall outcome seems to be neutral. Moving on to the daily chart, next couple of weeks, what can we expect? So the blue line and the orange line are both looking bullish, going in a positive direction. However, the only bad news to this is that they are looking quite steep, guys, meaning this is not realistic. Only reason why it's looking this steep is because of the major increase that's taken place over the last 4 or 5 weeks. The graph thinks that the crypto is going to keep pumping in that direction and at that pace and so on for the next 6 to 8 weeks, so late December, early January 2024. However, that is not the case. In fact, by the end of this year and early next year, I am expecting the crypto to have dropped back down a little bit, potentially down to around 40 cents is where I'm expecting Blur to be trading at towards the end of this year and early next year as well. So yeah, you can call it quite of a drop from 62 cents right now down to 40 cents is quite quite of a hit, shall I say. So yeah, that's where I'm expecting it to be trading at. The reason is right now it is overvalued. As you guys can see, the average value is around 30-35 cents. So once it drops down to 30 cents by, let's say, mid-December, it should slowly start to gain value up to 40 cents by late December and early January. This is my prediction on this crypto for the next approximately 2 months, an overall drop in value. But again, if there are any major changes, such as there's an update or something that comes across that can have a potential impact on the value of Blur, either in a positive or negative direction, I will of course let you guys know as soon as I can on my Instagram page and on my YouTube channel as well. So make sure you guys stay subscribed and turn on the bell notifications to get notified every time I upload. So let's get rid of the MACD indicator and bring on the Fibonacci scale to do some technical analysis. Now this is quite interesting, guys. As you guys can see, last time it broke out from the red zone was on the 10th of November, which was about 2 weeks ago, and then it did resist and drop back down into the red zone. And right now, which was when it was 22nd of November, which was 2 days ago, it literally just broke out, guys, without resisting, and not just broke out of the red zone, but right now it has broken out of the green zone and trading in the blue zone, which is absolutely crazy, and it did not even resist. So over the coming days it is likely to drop back down into the green zone, well, fluctuate between the green and the blue zone up and down before it slowly starts to drop back down into the red zone towards December, January time. I'm expecting it to drop back down into the red zone, and that is what I meant earlier, for it to drop down to around 40 cents in target by late December and early January as well. Hope that makes much more sense after this diagram here. So going into the CoinMarketCap website here, we can see the trading volume has gone up by 13% in the last 24 hours, making it just under $1 billion in trading, which is again a huge amount of money that is currently being traded on Blur. Of course, it has been very volatile, so there's been a lot of buyers and sellers in between, and the trading volume has gone up crazy amounts over the last couple of weeks. So if I zoom out to the monthly chart, we can see the crypto has gone up 190% in the last month itself, which is again a major pump for the crypto. But yeah, that is pretty much it, guys, for today's video. I'm not going to keep you guys here for any longer. I just want to say a massive thank you to every single one of you who have been subscribing, liking, commenting, and just supporting the channel in any way or form, and especially all the subscribers out there. Thank you guys so much, as it helps me out a lot and means a lot to me, as I am trying to hit 100k by the end of the year. And at the end of the day, guys, it's free to subscribe, so why don't you go down and smash the subscribe button and like the video, and I catch all of you guys in my next crypto update, which should hopefully be later on today or tomorrow. Until then, take care and peace.